think that the mayor is satisfied. The mayor doesn't know how good we are as a fire department, so we don't need hydrants or not. But I'm going to ask him if he's happy with his city that has two different sets of rules. Developments have one set of fire hydrants, and communities have another one, whatever that is allowed by BSU.
Okay.
Thank you.
Commissioner Ricciero?
I'd like to go on record saying I will not be reading anything tonight. I'd like to thank Councilwoman Carr for attending. We really appreciate having you here, so thank you. I'd like to echo what Commissioner Casilla said and thank the union for putting on a wonderful 4th of July parade. They did an outstanding job, and that's it. Thank you.
And I will share that sentiment also. The parade, as usual, was excellent. It seems to me that it was maybe a little more highly attended this year than the last couple of years. It seemed to me, riding in the parade, that there were more people there, which is fantastic.
Well, that was a rumor because the rumor was Greg wasn't going to be the MC, and they thought they were wrong.
Okay, now next item on the agenda is old business, the Station 27 parking structure.
Yes, sir, gentlemen. We have received an estimate on the parking structure, and I believe it was approximately $14,000. We just request that we move ahead with it. We're not going to start until the board approves to move ahead with building.
Did they give you a time frame? Because I know that they were.
They're
I
gonna
remember
start-
Tim telling us that they were out quite a few months, but we got a time frame.
If the board approves the motion tonight, then we'll start effect immediately.
Make a motion.
Can I make a motion to approve?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Under new business, we've got the disposal of assets report. We need a motion to accept that.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next item is to set the tentative millage rate, which, for the record, is not to exceed. It can be lowered. It cannot go higher.
I will make a motion that we take staff's recommendation of 233 not to exceed.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
If I may, sir, I also wanted to make a comment that we do need to set the next budget hearing for September for the 9th or 10th.
I thought we had done that, hadn't we?
It is the 10th?
Didn't we do
Okay,
that?
the 10th, I'm sorry, the 10th.
It's the tentative meeting that will be on the
Yes.
trim notices.
So we have to officially accept that date,
What was the date?
the 10th, September 10th.
And that's at a regularly scheduled board meeting. I thought we had done it. So we need to make a motion to do that?
Yes, sir.
You need a motion?
I'll make a motion to set that date.
Second, somebody?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Purchase of a generator for Station 23. Need a motion to, I believe that's the bid, the number, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
need that's low bid. I need a motion to accept that.
I'll make a motion we accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, now, next item. EnviroStruct change orders. Change order number 4, exercise room extension. Explain that to me.
Yes, gentlemen, what that was when we initially built Station 26, the intent was to have the extended exercise room. It was an oversight, and now that we are rebuilding Station 23, we wanted to correct that oversight and add the extended workout room to that building.
Chief, would that be the same blueprint as what's at 26 right now? Changing it to what, 23, what we want it, what we have at 26, we're going to make 23 the same.
What we
they
had,
make
no,
26
No, it's the same as Station 25.
yes, 25.
Station 25.
We initially built it the same as Station 22. However, Station 25 had the extended workout room.
Okay.
It was an oversight. We had intended on doing that in the first place, but it did not get done.
What was the dollar amount on that?
20,800 for the store.
The dollar amount was $29,203.18.
Does anybody feel like that's really necessary? And the question that I ask is, why would we have, other than 25, I don't know how that happened, how it got a bigger room, but why would we now want to change 23 when we just built 26 and didn't do it? I mean, there's a disparity there that I don't understand why we'd spend $29,000 for.
Because the initial oversight was we intended to make that a bigger workout room in 26.
But it's adequate. The way it is now, it's adequate.
Well,
And if it's not, we just built a brand-new station, and oversight or not, we just built a brand-new station, and I don't really want to hear that it's inadequate when it's brand-new.
well, when we
That's more than
speak with the
oversight.
crews and the people who work out at the stations and work at the stations, they think the room is too small in that other station. So it was an oversight on my part of not reviewing the plans as well as we should have. However, it is the intention to correct that and make the new station the way we initially intended 26 to be, with a few extra feet for
So
the
I'll
workout
ask you,
space.
I'll ask you a question. We just built a brand-new station out in East Bonita that you're telling me is inadequate, so you're going to come back to the board in a few months and say we need to put an extension on that building to make the workout room bigger?
Well, when you use the term inadequate, I would say it's not ideal, that meaning the newer station would be better. It's not inadequate. There actually are people that are capable of using that workout room, which renders it adequate to a degree, to a sufficient degree. However, it would be better used if we added it to it. It would be more appropriate for the
Okay, we can
level
put
of
this to a
people.
vote. Personally, I think that it's not fair to the
Mr.
people
Chairman?
stationed at 26.
May I make a motion to table this item to the next, table this item for now?
I don't think we have the option to do that because
Well,
there's a
the-
time constraint
right.
with the construction.
And we had initially planned this to extend the workout room as well. And the building isn't currently being built, and the reason why we need it done, it will stop all building of the building because
Okay.
they
I'll
have to buy
withdraw that table
trusses,
motion.
concrete, that sort of thing.
Well, I'll entertain a motion to approve this change order.
Well, I'm not happy about it, but I noticed that room was kind of small to begin with when I saw it. And keeping the guys in shape is kind of important to me. And that this is the point in time where we can rectify it so it works out properly. I mean, as much as I'm upset that the other station is, to me, now is not inadequate, but not
I make a
ideal.
motion and we approve the funds for the,
Did I have the floor?
oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were finished.
I didn't, I was still talking.
Make a motion.
I was going to make a motion to approve the extension and the 29,000, whatever. I
I'll
understand,
second
I'm
it.
not happy about it, but now's the time, and I'd like to go with and make that motion.
I'll second it. I think their physical fitness is extremely important.
Any further discussion? I think that, I honestly believe that the fitness is as important as anything that we do. I agree with that. What I'm having a really hard time wrapping my head around is this is going to be the last station that we're going to build for quite a number of years. Why, after we just built a new station, why, when we've got guys working out of 27 that basically have no place to work out of, what difference does it make if we spend another almost $30,000 to make that room a little bit bigger and kind of do an injustice to the people that are stationed at 26? And for that reason, I will not vote to approve this.
Mr. Chairman, I'd call the point.
We call for the vote.
Call the vote. Yep. All in favor?
Aye.
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 And I'm a no. Change order number 5, electric for BSU lift station. Need a motion to accept that?
I'll make a motion to accept it, the BSU lift station.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
On the question, what's the reasoning? I didn't see the reasoning for this one.
The reasoning for this one is, in the past, we were basically paying for BSU to run their lift station. However, something we came across and we knew was something that was done in the past. They since metered it. However, when disaster strikes, they just drive around and put generators to run the lift stations. So we want to connect our generator with their lift station, so we know our fire station has a
We
lift
did
station.
we did this same change order for 26, if I recall.
I don't.
Or was it, we did it somewhere else, where we found out that it was, that one of our lift stations was, can't remember which station it was, but anyway, okay. All in favor?
All right.
All right. Change order number 8, power supply for access control doors.
This is basically a change order to supply power that was not in the last construction bid, simply because we're changing door lock mechanisms from the magnetic locks to the striker locks. So we need to be able to supply power to make that change.
Well, the next item.
Am I mistaken in that, Tim? Is that correct?
That's correct, sir. The mag locks is a maintenance problem at every station. We're still trying to work out problems at Station 27 and all. And the goal was at 26 to get away from the mag locks on the 3 storefront doors. And, well, it was going to cost us more money because we didn't have this power supply, so we thought, well, we'll just wait to Station 23 to do it, because it was very high to change all the door hardware and everything. We're at 23. This price is just times divided by 3. That's what the price is for each door.
All right, so now the next item, is that? The next
That's the
item on
actual
the
locking
agenda is
mechanism.
That's the company that do the work.
Yes.
And you've picked one of those, and that's what we're approving?
Yes.
Yeah, the
And
last
I'm-
time we had Stanley at Station 26.
Right.
And this time I got 2 bids.
So now you're picking Cypress Access, is that correct?
They were the lowest bid, and they were actually the ones that did the work at Station 26 for Stanley, from what I understand. And they're a
Okay.
local company.
So we need, do we have a motion? No.
You don't.
No, we didn't do anything.
Okay, let's do a motion on that. Change order number 8.
Could I have a clarification? Now, we've got the Cypress Access, and we have a Stanley Conversion. Is it separate things?
No, I think that was my
Well,
question.
they are separate. They are, for once, the things above are change orders. That's to EnviroStruck. And down there, we got a proposal to provide the access control. That's what the last agenda item is, number C, or E, I mean.
So this
excuse
is a
me.
total change order of those two added together,
Separate items.
Separate items.
but two separate change orders. I'm confused here on the change order, and I looked at the
Okay,
paperwork.
change order number 8 is the power supply for the access doors.
Okay, and it has nothing to do with the next thing down.
Right, that's just
All
a
right,
proposal.
That
for
was
order.
my question.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so we need a motion for the change order number 8.
Oh, so move, Mickey.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, now, explain now the proposal for the access control lock installation. One was for the supply, and one's for installation? Is
No,
that-
what we have there is that when we have
It's
a
confusing.
proposal over $10,000, we have to bring it before the board. So we hire somebody to provide the access control to the station. So here we got 2 bids for 2 proposals, one from Cypress Access, the other one from Stanley. And one was $17,000, the other was $20,000. So recommendation is go with a lower bid company.
That was my question, okay. We're on the same page.
All right.
So we need a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion to approve Cypress Access Systems Incorporated.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next item on the list, on the agenda is Chief Daigle's report.
I have nothing.
Assistant Chief Greg DeWitt.
I have nothing, sir, thank you.
Deputy Chief Scott.
No, sir, thank you.
And we have a copy of Deputy Chief Men's report. Okay, I have one card for public comment from Alex Grant.
Yes, Alex Grant, 851 East Terry Street. I did look at the pension for the firefighters if they were hired before June 1st of 2010, and if they retired at $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, and $100,000. And I did the calculation of 3% for 17 years. And what I had found, that even at the 70,000, if somebody had retired at 70,000, he would be getting about $115,000 per year in pension at the 2026 or something like that, if he retired in 2010, let's say, hypothetically. Now, where I'm going with this is the others would obviously be higher than the 115,000. But if you look at 40 people or so, you have 45, but let's say at least you'll have probably 40 people at that time retiring. Each one would be at least 115,000, if not more, a year. Then you have to remember that you'll probably have about, according to, if I'm doing Foster right, another 19 people retiring between now and 2026. So now you will have close to 60 people in that section, and they'll probably be making more than 100,000. So I am very concerned at what's going to happen down the road by 2026 or 2027, say within 10-year time. And I think what I would advise to the fire commissioners, if they were to take a serious look at this and maybe get some outside opinion on this from, I don't know, the International Association of Fire Chiefs, as an example, or some experts. I think they have fire science school at Oklahoma State University or University of Maryland or something like that. You need some outside, I think, assistance in determining on this pension situation if you're going to have a real problem by 2026, 27, 28. So that's where I'm going from. So that's my request to the board to look into that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Jude Richvale from Old Bonita. And I'm concerned about the overly legalistic approach of the majority of this board and the chief to the safety of the people of Bonita. In England, they used to have a law back in the 1850s that if you tried to commit suicide and they caught you, the penalty would be death by hanging. Some laws are unjust. Some laws are just inadequate. It's the duty of this board to put an emphasis on the safety of the people that elected them, not the laws. And I think this board has other weapons to do that. For example, it could use the bully pulpit, public opinion, contact the city. That's what you should be doing. I'm very disappointed that this board does not care enough about the safety of the people of Bonita to go beyond and above what it's doing now. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further public input this evening? Take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thanks for coming.